Yeah, my phone ding ding. That's enough.
Yeah, fam, what's good, baby? We still in these streets. We got us a bag. It's already loaded. I'm gonna matter of fact, I took a picture of it at the forklift because me and the dude just picked it up and put it in the van. But I put the picture up right here. You know, it had a little weight to it. He had to put on one end. I pushed it on in there. But nothing to it. We're gonna get this thing on up the road. Now, the shipper didn't know if we can deliver same day. He couldn't get a hold of the receiver. We gonna find out, but I'll explain all that at the end because we did some different type of negotiation this time. But yeah, let me get on up the road. We are in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. We got to go 275 miles to Bate City, Missouri. That's down there by Kansas City. You know I like to put plans together, but let me get up this road. I'll tap back in with you. Just sit back and ride with your boy.
The load, I lace my boots and hit the road. I don't waste time, I don't hesitate. Chasing paydays, I know God create. Hustle clean, hustle real, never cut no corners. Business booming from the city to the borders. When I feel tired, I remind myself quick. It's not luck, it's discipline mixed with grit. I'm on that money route, stacking up my wins, turn miles into paper. Do it all again, where I'm headed, only up, only through. Motivation in my pocket, faith in my shoes. On that money route, stacking up my wins, turn miles into paper. Do it all again, where I'm headed, only up, only through. Motivation in my pocket, faith in my shoes. On that money route, hustle loud, bank account sharp, cover count. On that money route, hustle loud, bank account sharp, cover count. On that money route, overnight grind, sunrise grind. You gotta have heart, you gotta have clear mind. Some days slow, but the bills don't care. So I keep pushing with a warrior stare. Invest in my gear, invest in my brand. I'm building something bigger than a van. Her wealth ain't just money, it's habits, it's peace. It's knowing how to grow what God increased. No shortcuts, just truth and cloud. Stacking up my wins, turn miles into paper. Do it all again, where I'm headed, only up, only through. Motivation in my pocket, faith in my shoes. On that money route, stacking up my wins, turn miles into paper. Do it all again, where I'm headed, only up, only through. Motivation in my pocket, faith in my shoes. On that money route.
Nothing like a plan when it comes together and we finito. Hey, but we was prepared. We was prepared for a little bit of everything. I'm always prepared, baby. I don't like getting caught unprepared. And I'm explaining to you. So we left Mount Pleasant, Iowa to Bate City, Missouri, 275 miles. And they paid you about $1.18 a mile. Yep, we got the $600 for that one. It was some negotiating. Because he was like, I can't get a hold of the receiver. Cool broker. And so we got the chit-chatting. Because, if you know, at first he was like, Friday pickup, Monday drop-off. I say, well, I need about $750. He was like, no, I can't do that. He was trying to be at $500. I said, I need about $750. My weekend hold, I told him my weekend hold gonna be about $250 on this one. He said, well, I can't do it. I got $500. And it's like, I'm trying to get to it. Because I had originally emailed. And I was like, hey, give me the email. I can give it to me. I can get it that same day. And that's when he took forever to reply back. So I seen that number, and I told y'all this before. That number, you don't reply fast enough, I'm calling, because I don't need you talking to nobody else giving away my load. Hey, God said that he'll, make things happen, but you got to put some effort behind it. You got to have some action with the when you putting out the blessings that you want rained upon you. So I had to put a little action. I called the number. Then he answered. I said, hey. He was like, that's like this, Billy. I was just emailing you. Like, oh yeah. I saw your rate for the $750 for the weekend hold. He was like, I don't know if you can get it that same day because I've been trying to call the receiver and can't get a hold of them and all that stuff. And I'm like, hey, so what you want to do is like, can you do 600? I say, but well, now we're in a problem because if I do 600 and I got to hold it over the weekend, I'm gonna be stuck. I say, so. Remember, I'm gonna teach you this negotiating later, but it's part of the negotiating 101. You got to talk numbers, not fast, but just right. because everybody ain't paying attention. So I was like, hey, I can meet you in the middle at 675. It'll be about 235 miles, 675. I'll hold it over the weekend. He's like, that's still too. I say, well, you got me in a predicament, because if I can't drop it off same day and then I get there, I'm holding it over the weekend. I don't get my 750. You got to at least meet me in the middle at 675. And he was like, nah, I can't do that. But he was like, what can we do? Because what if you're able to drop it off the same day and then I'm out of that? And I was like, well, that ain't going to work. I say, so what if I can't drop it off same day and hold it over the weekend? Can we do it? I'm going back and forth. You can't negotiate one-on-one. You got to know your numbers, because you stop the thinking. Remove thinking. When you give people time to think, that gives them time to second guess themselves. Know your numbers ahead of time so they can't second guess themselves. Negotiating. You got to know your numbers. You got to know your business. You got to stand on your numbers and stand on your business. I told y'all this before. Stand on business with a video. Know your numbers with a video. So we were going back and forth with no separation in the conversation. Every time he finished talking, I got something right behind him. And before I knew it, he said, okay, let's try this. Let's try this. If you drop it off same day, it stays at 600. But if you got to hold over the weekend, let's go 700. I say, so let's do it. Remember, I went from 750, 250 a mile, to I was going to meet him in the middle at 675, which is $2.35 a mile, if I had to hold it over the weekend. But because there was no gap for talking, we made a different one, a new rate, and he said 600 same day, and he bumped it up the extra 25 from the 675 back up to 700 if I had to hold it over the weekend. But your boy got it there same day, so we got the 600, $2.18 a mile. I don't even want to go out. I just want you to understand the negotiating. That's a book about that, Art of Negotiating, or something. I read it a long time ago. But when it comes to negotiation, it's different tactics. And whenever you're negotiating, especially in the business world, think about somebody when you go to an auction or something, and the dude talking real fast, can you give me 250, give me 250, got 250, got 275. That's not giving people a chance to think. If you want something, you holding that number up. You holding that number up. You hold your number up. I tell y'all about the foundation of knowing your numbers. Then I tell you the formulas to get certain numbers when you got a deadhead and do all that. I talked about the numbers. What's your overnight hold? What's your weekend hold? I talk about the numbers if you got a no-touch freight and you got to put your muscle into it. Is it something easy to put muscle in, or is it something that's going to take time? We talked about layover fees. We've talked about all these fees. When you start learning your numbers, which we've talked about in many other videos, they start becoming second nature. Like if I told you right now, what's 2 plus 2? You're going to say 4. If I say what's 5 plus 5, you're going to say 10. Those numbers are second nature. You need to make the numbers in your business second nature. Because if your numbers aren't second nature in your head, you're not going to be able to negotiate the right price that you want, that you need to make your business grow, scale, and make your business do what it do. Because you got to make it do what it do. But yeah, fam, it's Friday. Dropped off. I'm going to see if I can find something. If not, just gonna hang out. Bates City, Missouri is right here by Kansas City, so I might just hang out for the weekend. Your boy been doing a lot of running this week. I might just relax, hop in the pool at the hotel or something, stretch. Just relax, keep my feet up. I got paperwork to work on, one-on-ones on Sunday. So yeah, I might just chill out and relax. See what we get into Monday. That sounds like a plan, because I'm about 700 some miles from the house, so gas-wise, it's going to cost about the same gas-wise to get home that it is the hotel, and I'm already outside, so let's stay outside and see what happens on Monday. Don't worry, when I find out what happens on Monday or Tuesday, things happen. We know how this game starts. Might not be nothing, because it's supposed to be a Monday drop-off if it happened that way, so might get a low Monday, might get a low Tuesday. Don't worry, when I find out, I'm going to let you know. But until then, hey, keep studying your numbers. Know your numbers so you can negotiate your numbers the proper way. You can't negotiate properly without the right numbers. So yeah, work on your numbers. If you're new, fam, day one, I know y'all get it. If you're new, fam, go back and watch the videos. If you ain't watched these videos, go watch other content creators. It don't matter who you watch or who you learn or who you research from. It don't matter. If you don't know your numbers, negotiating ain't gonna work for you. That's all I'm got to say. So get to negotiating, get to know your numbers so you can negotiate properly. And as always, get them bags and stay safe while you do it. I'm finna stay safe this weekend and go relax and chill. So as for me, I'm finna go find a pool in the hotel to go relax in. That cold water gonna do something for these muscles. So while I'm chilling, y'all be good. Y'all stay safe. Know your numbers to get the next bag. But as far as me, I'm out of this thing. So as always, until the next video, y'all stay blessed.
Bank account shout. Bank account on that money. Wow. Hustle out.